Hi there, I'm Teresa Dufour with your CT Style Express. News 8 has teamed up with the Goff Law Group to bring you the law down. We answer your law questions each week, and we have attorney Brooke Goff joining us via Zoom from her office in West Hartford. Nice to see you again, Attorney Goff.
Always nice to see you, Teresa. Thank you.
All right, so today we're focusing on drunk driving car accidents, right?
Yep.
So tell me the first step. You're involved in a crash. How do you even know if the other person's intoxicated or the police get called in right away?
Usually people find out from the police, right? So you don't just get hit. I mean, I will tell you, sometimes, unfortunately, what happens is that the drunk driver tries to take off, right? So they'll try to leave the scene. If the car's not operable, then they'll jump out of the car and start running up the road. And you find out really quickly when they're like, face plant themselves about 4 feet up the road on the concrete, right? I had one case where the gentleman got out of his car and I don't know where he thought he was going to go. He wanted to go run in the woods. He didn't realize it was an embankment. He went down he's okay, but he went down like a 30-foot embankment, and my client got it all on camera. So the things we see, trust me, if they're intoxicated, most of the time you're going to know about it. The police officer will know about it or what have you. And it's a really good inkling if somebody takes off from an accident that they're probably either don't have insurance, they're not supposed to be driving the vehicle, maybe it's stolen, or they're drunk or under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So, I will tell you that most definitely people know. Also, I mean, if you listen to what I tell you to do, you should try to have some form of communication if it's safe with the other driver before the police gets there, right? Try to get a cop picture of their insurance card, whatever. I mean, you'll probably smell it. You may see how they're acting when in the vehicle, and you could probably come to that determination on your own.
Sure. So what happens? What's that?
It's not an art or anything. I think it pretty much, if somebody's drunk enough to have it affect their capabilities of driving and hit you, then, their faculties are off. You're going to know about it.
Sure. So what happens though if they don't have insurance?
If they don't, whether you're drunk or not, if they don't have insurance, I mean, it's a problem, right? So you have something called underinsured, uninsured motorists on your policy in the state of Connecticut. Everybody has it. You have to have it. So it's usually equivalent to your liability coverage. So what you would do, you have to obviously exhaust the fact that they don't have insurance. So get an affidavit, get something from them saying I don't have insurance. In Connecticut, you need to use reasonable efforts to prove they didn't have insurance. So let's say you do all that, then you would put in a claim under your underinsured, uninsured motorist claim.
Got it. So what happens if the drunk driver is arrested, and then what are the steps? How does it differ from a regular car accident case?
It actually is very different. So what people don't realize is that in Connecticut, drunk driving is reckless. Now, that's obvious, right? You hear and you're like, of course it's reckless. But there's actually, in the law, there's a certain statutory component to that claim. You would bring that claim under the statutes for reckless driving. There's certain statutes, I don't want to confuse anybody with numbers, but for driving under the influence of drugs and or alcohol. And that allows you to potentially, if it goes to trial, most of these cases don't, guys, trust me, the insurance companies want nothing to do with a bunch of juries hearing how the guy or a woman that hit you was under the influence of alcohol. Jurors are going to want to be out to punish every time. These people aren't stupid. So what typically happens is that it settles before. But if it goes to a trial, the judge can charge the jury before they go into deliberate and tell them that if they find that the person was under the influence of drugs and or alcohol, that they can collect double to treble damages. Meaning, let's just say the jury found that the case was worth $10,000. The jury could award $20,000 or $30,000 just because the person was drunk. And for the person that's drunk, the insurance companies say, oh, we don't pay for recklessness. Well, every case I've had where I brought it, they've paid it, but they actually technically, contractually don't have to. I think many pay it because they're afraid of a bad faith type claim, but they don't have to pay it, right? So that could, if you're drunk and you decide to drive and your insurance company decides to be that one that doesn't want to pay it, you could be on the hook for that reckless with any fees related to that reckless part of it. It ups the value of a plaintiff's claim. Do not handle these on your own. Have a lawyer so you can properly bring these cases. Mm-hmm. You're in the driver's seat, like literally. So you want to stay there and you want to, obviously, maintain control in these cases. It's again, there's just so much more potential money on the table because of the fact that they were drinking and or under the influence of drugs. The other one thing I'll say is, how do you prove it? You don't. You personally don't. We leave that to the experts to prove. And like I said, no, this is all not about money. It's not about money at all. But in the civil litigation realm, all I can offer you is money. That's why, there's no value you can put on your injuries. Most clients say, I would rather, there's no amount of money you could give me to feel this way every day. I understand, appreciate that. I sympathize with everybody with that. But on the civil litigation side, all we can offer as recourse is money.
Got it. But you want to hire an attorney, work with someone that knows that they're doing so you can, in fact, get that money. Brooke Goff, gofflawgroup.net. We always appreciate your time. What's going on social media? How are you guys preparing for the holidays? You have so much fun.
Bake and sip. So tonight I'm making, tonight, this will probably air after tonight, right? But I'm making the peanut butter thumbprint cookies with the Hershey Kisses.
Those are classic. Those are great.
Yeah, of course. So they're my faves. So I'm making a batch of those, and we're going to talk. I keep getting all these requests to talk COVID at work because so many, the COVID numbers are up and so many people are getting it from workplace exposure. So I may talk that. I may mix that in with a couple of things, or I may what I thought about doing, Teresa, is actually doing a couple example cases here until Christmas with kind of making funny examples with Santa to try to quiz my people that watch me, see how much they've learned over the last year of doing this. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's great. If we can't catch it live, we'll watch you on Facebook or follow it on Instagram. Have fun. Good luck. And thank you for all the information today.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Guess what we're doing?
Oh my gosh, tell me.
We're putting together a cookbook of all the recipes that we've done. Yeah. And we're
That's
going to,
great.
I'm working to find, we're working with a couple companies that may publish it. And then we're going to obviously donate the proceeds to to charity of the choice. I'm looking at, we're looking at Juvenile Diabetes Association. We're looking at a few, but I like local charities as well, maybe Food Bank or something like that. But yeah, so it's gonna be great.
Yes.
Put it on Amazon. Great.
We'll have to do another segment as soon as you have the book.
I'll pull the book and I'll do it all again.
Yeah, sounds terrific.
Take it easy. Thanks.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Thanks.